Alright everyone, let's go ahead and kind of break down exactly what we can expect with the iPhone SE 4th generation, my 50th video here, but we do have to be honest, the release date, the price of this thing, the specifications, the power that this thing is going to be bringing is going to be a very interesting change because for the last generation, I would say the last 2 generations of the iPhone SE, the 2020 and the 2022 models really weren't that, I mean the 2020 model is alright, the 2022 one just really isn't cutting it, I have to be honest. So Apple really needs to push out this next generation of the iPhone SE in order for it to actually, kind of become the main device, or not a main device, but a really solid budget priced phone. Now, we've kind of gotten some conflicting things even up until 3 days ago. Apparently a report that the iPhone SE might actually bring an OLED display from Ross Young stated that. That is going to be very interesting. I honestly don't know if that's going to be the case. I really hope it is, but I still think it's going to be somewhat in an iPhone XR body. So if they find a way to put that OLED display on an iPhone XR body, that'd be great. But because they've already developed the iPhone XR with the IPS panel, I feel like they're just going to end up reusing those specific devices. So with the release date, we could probably expect this device, from what I've heard, from what I've seen, at least from what you can see too on the reports and leaks and stuff, this thing is probably going to be coming out probably around that March timeframe of 2023. If it is supposed to be sold alongside the iPhone SE 3, then the iPhone SE 4 is probably going to be, coming out with that March timeframe. So we have probably 4 or 5 months until that comes out. So that in and of itself is going to be very interesting as well. Now on top of that, the price tag of this thing, you have to remember that when the iPhone 14s came out, Apple ended up removing the iPhone 11 and that $499 price tag ended up going away. So I think what Apple may end up doing, they have a couple choices. Either they drop the iPhone SE 4 at $499, they drop it at $529, which is $100 more than the iPhone SE 3, or they drop it at that $599 price tag and replace the iPhone 12. So I don't know what they're going to end up doing. I feel like they're probably going to end up doing whichever one of those things is the worst option. So that's probably what's going to end up happening. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's sold $499 or $529. If that ends up being the case, I think that's great. If it's more expensive than that, it really doesn't make too much sense because by that point, you can probably buy an iPhone 14 in the used market for what this thing is, being sold for brand new. So there's that. The specs inside, I mean, this thing is probably going to end up having that Apple A15 Bionic chip. I hope it has that A16, but considering the iPhone 14s have that A15, I feel like Apple's probably going to end up putting the A15 in this device. They're probably going to keep 4 gigabytes of RAM, so it's almost going to have the same exact internals as the iPhone SE 3. The only main advantage with this phone over the iPhone SE 3 would probably be bigger size battery, bigger, panel, bigger, phone overall. And that might be it. I mean, it may still have Touch ID in the power button, just like with the iPad Airs and the new iPad 10 generation or 11 generation, the 10th one. So it's going to be very curious to see what Apple ends up doing. But those are pretty much all the leaks and everything that we kind of know of as of this point. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.